is your secret to working hard during the week, making the most of the weekend?
The best things to see, to do, and to eat in Korea on the weekends. We've got it all for you on
What's Up Weekend
with Alex.
Every Friday at this time, we leap right into the weekend. It may still be a Thursday where you're listening from, but we don't care, and you shouldn't care. Your boss won't care. Just use hashtag DailyK as an excuse, and if they need a person in charge, just say Alex Segrist, okay? He's to blame for you taking Friday off. Absolutely.
What is happening?
Or to thank, I should say. Absolutely.
There we go.
Yeah, that's more positive.
It's the doctor's in the house. Your prescription is more hashtag DailyK.
Absolutely, and more of career. So we take you on these great little trips on a weekend. Alex is joining us. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, actually. Been kind of staying healthy, eating well, going to the gym.
What is it with many people around me doing that at this particular time of
being
year?
Healthy?
Yeah. Oh. Like, as in making a conscious effort to eat healthy and maybe exercise.
I honestly don't think I'm special or unique. Like you said, a lot of people seem to be doing it. And I think it's because in Korea, we went through a couple of months of, let's just call it stay-at-home gluttony.
Okay.
We all said we're going to do push-ups and sit-ups every day, and nobody did that.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's sort of this realization now, like, hey, we have all this free time. We had our couple of months of chill time, and now it's time to really settle into the new normal. So I think we're actually just getting into the new normal right now more than anything.
Getting back to it, and then maybe the real lazy slugs, couch potatoes like me are just shocked at people doing this.
I don't have a family to take care of or to go home to, so I have that free time. Maybe it's a lot of young single people in their 20s and 30s that are finding that free time.
You're right. The people around me that have told me they go to the gym often are people without families.
Because you have to deal with, do the kids go to school today? Do they not go to school? Do I take care of them? Where can I send them?
You're right.
So for you, I feel a little bit more sympathy for.
Thank you. Can you exercise for me as well and pass on the benefits somehow?
I wish I could if you paid me.
I don't know how you'd pass on those benefits. I don't think we've invented that yet. Do you reckon in the future there will be that system where you could pay like people to exercise for you, and then the rich would just not have to exercise ever?
No. I think the closest you'll ever get is paying a personal trainer that is just breathing down your neck the whole time. That's the closest we'll get, which is pretty popular in Korea. So you could do that.
I suppose.
The extra money, just throw it down.
That's a good idea. Have you done anything interesting since we saw you last Friday, Alex? Any trips on the weekend? I'm often looking at your and Rachel's social media.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what was on it. She was on someone else's video recently, I saw. Another Kim.
Yeah, Gina Kim probably, right?
Yes,
Gina Kim.
It.
So we've been doing a lot of work on our YouTube channels.
Ooh,
because
nice.
I wasn't collaborating for like 3 or 4 months.
Oh, okay.
So I've been working with Mike Cole. We went to Songdo this past weekend.
Oh, yeah, you said you were going to do that last week. How was that?
Really nice. It's a beautiful area. It's, really spacious compared to Seoul.
Yeah, it's a planned city, so it's so good that I've never been stuck in traffic there.
Yeah, and great international food too.
Oh.
I've gotten like a nice salad. I've gotten a good chicken burger out there.
Ooh,
what
nice.
else? Got some good Chinese food because it's really an international area.
Yeah, lots of like foreign universities have set up campuses there as well. I love that Central Park area.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
You can do a little bit of boating in the middle. Not like proper yachts or anything, but still good fun.
I mean, we can do that as a What's Up weekend one time because there's a lot to do out there. It's not today's, but in the future, I've been doing that lately. I went to Suwon, like nearby trips that don't require a lot of public transportation.
Yeah.
I've been trying that recently, so that was really cool.
What a good idea. And if you do come to Korea and you don't rent a car for the whole time, because that can be expensive, we've got the little car sharing apps which make it really affordable to do it for like an hour or two, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then you can drop your car off at a different destination as well.
That's like Xander's favorite thing in the world.
Oh, really? Is he into that? Because last time I saw Xander out and about socially, he had his little scooter. And he was riding about on that. But yeah, the little cars that you can get, I don't know, it's so cost effective now. You could get it instead of public transport if you add on a few extra one, right?
Yeah.
Good idea. Today's hashtag, before we jump into What's Up Weekend, is miso or smile.
Oh, yeah.
And I asked our listeners, it was on the script, and I'm going to ask you, do you smile often? And if so, how often?
Yes. I think you see me all the time.
I think you smile quite a lot.
I think so, and I try to. I mean, generally speaking, in my life, I try to make the best of any situation.
Mm-hmm.
And
even
so,
being on a show with me.
even being on a show with King Peter, and I'm just below him all the time. No, like, this may sound weird, but I know some people are like this, but I'm someone who likes to smile at a funeral, likes to,
okay.
You remember the good times. Of course, you're going to do it through tears, but
Yep.
I think laughter is the best medicine.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
even though I'm no comedian, I do my best to smile and hopefully let other people smile too. I think that's just, it makes life bearable sometimes when it's tough and you're in these dark times, and
Yeah.
you've got to make jokes and you've got to make light of situations, and that of course results in plenty of smiles.
And it's infectious, isn't it? I
It
feel
is.
like there's always a cheeky grin waiting to be busted out.
Yeah,
from
that
you,
should be.
Alex.
Yeah. Well, okay. Now y'all have homework right now. Smile wherever you're at. Awkwardly,
now.
on the subway in front of your parents, and you have your headphones on. Just like smile. They'll think you're weird.
Yeah.
But you'll be happy.
And maybe they'll smile back weirdly too. Who knows? Okay, so today's theme is a real interesting one. I'm looking forward to going on this kind of sensory adventure.
Yeah, because we don't think about that. When you travel, you really try to get all of your senses kind of up, just up is the best way I can say it. It's like,
Yeah.
to get it visually, smell, I was going to say sensually, smelly.
Smelly.
Maybe I don't have the right words for it, but to get the sense of touch,
Yeah.
taste, smell, feeling, sight, all of those things.
All as a package, right? We don't
Yeah.
usually focus on just one, right?
Right. But today, we're going to go through places that have a great one particular sense that you're looking for.
And we're not saying your other four senses will be bored as heck in these places, but it's focused on one in particular.
Exactly.
I like this. Okay, so what sense are we going to start with?
I mean, we're on radio, so I thought naturally we would start with the visual.
There we go. Because we are on the VOD service. I didn't make this announcement, but we're on it now. Every week you can watch again Alex and Peter in the studio. So it does make sense.
It does.
Visual video on demand.
It's the future.
It
Radio is
indeed.
changing.
It is really turning into a visual medium, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so where's a good place to satisfy your visual needs? Because you would assume most tourist destinations, visual is the most important, I suppose, right? What you're looking at and seeing.
Yeah, and there's plenty of places in Korea that have that. So we're going to go to a place that has the visual sense, locked down. Let's just say from sunrise to sunset.
Oh, okie dokie, for that whole period of time. So how far are we going from Seoul?
Well, how about Chungnam?
Oh, okay.
Chungcheongnam-do. That's the South Chungcheong province out there. Mm-hmm. And there's a village called Waemok Village.
Uh-huh. I've not heard of it.
And this is where you're going to want to see the sunset and get out there. But of course, it's not only that. Here's the cool part about this. You can also see the sunrise, because the village is kind of protruding out into the ocean.
Oh, okay.
So you get a sunrise to sunset kind of experience.
Because it's on like the west coast, I suppose, that side of things.
You're out there on
right?
the West Sea, but it's sort of jutting out there towards the south a little bit.
Ah, so you get both sides. You get the sunrise as well.
Yeah, and so what's great about this place is, and it's also a village, is you actually get 24 hours of incredible views. Number one, you're out there on the sea. You're out there on the ocean. So during the day, absolutely beautiful, especially in the south.
Yeah.
Then you have the sun set at night. Get that crimson auburn sky.
It looks amazing. I'm looking at photos. Why is the sunset so beautiful here? Like
Yeah,
more
why?
beautiful than other places.
I'm telling you, there's a couple of places I'm thinking we should move the Arirang studio to, and I will follow. I will move my house. This would be one of them.
Some of these pictures on social media, if you type in Waemok, Waemok, absolutely breathtaking. I mean, sunrise is lovely, but the sunset is beautiful
Yeah.
here.
And then, of course, you're also in the village. So make sure you have your contacts in, your glasses on, because once that sun goes down, you've got less light pollution, and you can see the stars a lot better as well.
Oh,
Plus, you can see the boats out there in the ocean, which is also a really pretty view on the ocean, like mostly, I think, on the west and south seas, but you can also see some on the east coast as well. So you get that view at night, and then, of course, the sun rises in the
next
east.
day.
And then you've got that, and you just go through the whole thing over again. Like sometimes I feel like I don't know why we choose to live in big cities. We should live in like these paradise cities, these towns.
These little kind of conurbations. It would be a good idea during Corona-19 as well. Things wouldn't spread as quickly.
Yeah, I feel like the only way you can get like the sunrise, sunset anywhere in Seoul is to be like the top floor of L Tower or something, you know?
Spending a lot of money to be there as well. This looks beautiful. So it's kind of like this island there, and it's all connected to the mainland via bridges and stuff, but it looks fantastic. And you mentioned the boats as well. At night time in Korea, you often see the boats with their lights really bright to, I think, attract like squid and stuff to the surface. That's such a lovely view out in the distance, yeah.
So Waemok Village in Dangjin in Chungnam or South Chungcheong Province.
Okie dokie, that is the visual side of things taken care of. Are we going to get to another sense before we get to a song break?
Well, how much time do we got?
We got a couple of minutes to start it.
Let's
at least.
start it at least.
Okay.
So there's a couple of beaches like this, and we'll just kind of give you the teaser in there. But you know, when the waves crash on the beach or they crash out in the ocean, that's kind of one of my favorite sounds in the world. I could sit out there, read a book, not read a book, sleep. I could be on the beach. I could live on the beach.
I would love to stay on the beach. I've never done that, you know, where you've got accommodation on the beach and like it's famous in Southeast Asia. But one friend was telling me some islands out from Incheon have some huts on the beach where you can stay.
We went to Muido. That was amazing.
Really?
Really cool little hut to go down there. It wasn't that expensive for 4 people to share it.
Yeah.
It was just the room. Had to go outside to the bathroom, everything.
Okay.
Outside to a bathroom area.
All right, not just in the open.
Not just the ocean, yeah. And so, yeah, the sound of the waves is great, but we need a particular type of sound. So the place that we're going to go to is going to be those, we call them the Mongdol rocks. These kind of smooth, grayish black rocks where when the waves hit, they hit on the shore and they get this incredibly soothing sound in there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because Korea is not super well known for like pebble beaches, stone beaches.
There are a couple out there, though. And we'll talk about one of them now, but also talk about another one that I've been to they're both of them are actually kind of great.
Yeah, I think I've been to at least one many years ago, maybe like 12, 13 years ago.
If it's a popular one, I'm guessing we went to the same one. It might have been the one in Golje Island.
Yeah, it was down in Golje because it took us ages to drive there, I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Hours and hours. And to be honest, these beaches, maybe in some other countries, are not seen as so special. They can look very grey with just the pebbles on. But here in Korea, we kind of talk about them as being almost a rarity. And I don't know, when I was a child, I'd always opt for the sand beaches.
Right. This isn't a beach you want to go there to go surfing, to run around, to play tag on. Absolutely not. They do hurt your feet. But if you can walk slowly into the ocean, they say there's actually 2 senses you're really getting. One of it is the sound of the ocean, but the other, if you walk slowly enough, you know, you get kind of like a massage on your foot from these smooth rocks.
Yeah, because we have that in some places, right? The foot massage, like routes or courses where you're meant to take off your shoes.
Right.
And they're just those little stones like cemented in place, right? That's perfect.
Well, these are not cemented in place, but nonetheless, you get this at these particular beaches. Now, we were talking about Hakdong Mongdol Beach, and that is down there in Golje Island, surrounded by mountains. It's this nice 1.2 kilometer, 50-meter wide beach, and it's really beautiful out there.
It is like I don't know, not quite the beach with Leonardo DiCaprio style, but the mountains are just to your back, and then the beach is there. And if I recall, some parts of that shoreline, the sea gets really deep, like quite quickly. And I was swimming in there and I was a little bit worried, but there is like a lifeguard and there is like buoys in there to show you how far you should go. But it was a really different sight to the East Coast, which is sandy for the most part, and the West Coast, which is muddy for the most part.
Yeah.
Those pebbles, yeah, it was nice to see in Korea, I'll say that much.
Yeah, so we'll give you the other beach that we'll talk about for this Pebble Beach when we come back. But there is one more that I do want to mention because it is less popular, and I figured why not share it?
Okay, off the beaten path. We'll play some ATs. Imagine this, the sound of wave. That was ATEEZ's version of Wave. And we're on part 2 of this 5 senses kind of tour today. We've done visual, and we're on the hearing, right?
Yes,
the waves.
We're going to those Mongdol smooth rock beaches.
Okay, and I feel like, we've got the video radio for everyone out there who was on the visual theme. For the hearing side, as well as listening to our voices, why don't you suggested this in the song break, why don't you, Alex, give us a sound of the waves?
I suggested, why don't we do that instead of just me?
I will do it if I think that you are left lacking.
I actually have no idea how to do a wave sound. So we just decided we're going to do this ASMR wave challenge on the Mongdol Rock Beach.
We haven't practiced.
No, here we go. Ready?
Okay. Oh, I can't. Yeah. The first part I thought a train was coming, choo choo, but then towards the end, like the waves, kind of the foamy white water.
Yeah.
It's like, that was good.
All right, give it a shot.
I feel some pressure now. Okay. It's not as easy as it looks.
It wasn't.
All.
I thought it would be so much easier when we started. I was like, this is not.
Listening to what came out of my mouth, I do apologize. We promise the audio experience is much better if you go to these beaches.
Please.
Absolutely. So where is the one that's a bit off the beaten path?
I think we should go to a place called Wando Mongdol Beach.
Oh, I've not heard of that. You're right. The Gorje-do beach is pretty well known. Gorje in general is a nice tourist destination for some relaxation, but Wando Mongdol Beach.
And I think this is a good one too because, it's a popular area in general. I don't think a lot of foreigners kind of know to go here because it doesn't hit the top of that search engine.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go here, it's in South Jeolla province. Okay. So we're going to Jeollanam-do. And the reason I love going to Jeollanam-do is, of course, not just, you can get some ocean out there, sure, but it's all about the food too. So after you're out there on these stone rock beaches, enjoying it, you're laying down, put a towel down because it's a little painful.
Yes.
And you hear the sound of it over and over again. Then after that, you get to have these different walking experiences. There's like a deep evergreen forest out there along the coast.
Oh, nice.
And then the food in Jeolla provinces, both of them, the south and north, are just so fresh that you have to go there.
It is famous for its cuisine. Is this as big as the one in Gorje-do that you said was over 1 kilometer?
Yeah, slightly less. This one's only about 800 meters long, which is still plenty because it doesn't get that crowded.
Okay.
You get to walk with your bare feet on the rocks again and enjoy the sounds of the waves.
Nice. And yeah, I'm sure the beaches won't be as crowded as usual this summer, but because we've got not strict lockdown measures in place, there will be people on beaches.
So I'm a little curious about that too in South Korea because at the same time, the local governments and the national government, they're encouraging people to go to the less crowded beaches.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that,
But you're right, less people will be going on vacation. So does that mean the less crowded beaches are going to get super popular or just all the beaches will be a little quieter?
Sure, because if everyone goes to the less popular beaches, they will become the popular beaches, won't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure we'll be sensible about it as we have been. So that is the hearing side of things taken care of. And well done for bringing that in. I love the sound of just water, any water. I went to a Kegok recently, mountain stream.
Oh, yeah.
That's another completely different sound where it's just kind of trickling down.
Did you go to the one in Gwangju?
I have been to the one in Gwacheon. I've been to the one on Seoul University's campus that you hike up, right?
That's a nice one.
That is quite a hidden gem of Seoul National University. I love it there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. That's a good one. What sense are we going to really tickle next?
Well, I know taste, you might think. We just talked about, the Jeolla provinces. Like, we might do taste, might just do a bibimbap trip. No. No. We're special here.
What are we doing?
I think we need to do a little bit of a wine tasting.
Oh, really? Just randomly, some wine tasting?
It's not random.
Okay.
So there is this cave winery in Muju, which is it is in Jeolla province, though. It's in North Jeolla province.
Okay.
And it's in the middle of Mount Jeoksang. And here you get to, of course, taste wine made by, this I guess not company. What do you call it? A brewery?
Yeah, wine brewery. Is that the
vineyard?
Right? Vineyard sounds good. And they store it in the cave.
Yeah, and then that's great because, we've talked about this on the show too. We've done the cave at Gwangmyeon.
Oh, very famous.
And
very
they
close.
have a wine cave in there as well. I don't think they make it in that cave necessarily, but you get to have it. It's really cool in the caves, especially in the summertime.
Yeah, it's a perfect place to go,
It's a really beautiful one. But this is cool because it's not just a tasting experience, especially, not everyone drinks wine.
This is true.
You can also do the wine foot bath experience.
wine foot bath.
Yeah, of course. So you ever like stomped on wine grapes before?
No, but that's how they used to make it back in the day, right? They used to put them in big tubs and you would stamp on the grapes to get out all the juices. I hope they don't do that anymore because...
Well, they probably don't do it for what you buy in the supermarket, I'm guessing.
But in this case, you can have a foot bath. I'm not sure. Would you be standing on the grapes or would it just be wine-infused nice water, I suppose?
Well, usually you do it on the grapes, although I've never done this experience anywhere in the world.
Okay.
So I've never... Because you can't really stomp on the grapes and then drink it right away because it has to go through that... Yeah, you have to create the alcohol in the wine from the grapes, of course. But... that doesn't mean I do know there are parts of like Europe where they definitely do that and create wine out of it.
That's amazing, isn't it? The ones that I've seen in Korea, they're much more like just the first step of a massage or spa day when they clean your feet in this nice warm spa, right? And I'm guessing it would be wine in there as well. I've been to several of the like outdoor spas that are unisex, so you wear your swimming trunks and then they have like a green tea tub and they'll have a wine tub as well in Korea, which I've not seen in the UK or anything, and it smells really good as well. And you don't get stained with like red wine or anything. It's quite nice. Okay, so if you don't want to drink it, you can just plonk your feet in there.
Now I will say though, we have another alternative to this one. We have a couple. We mentioned Gwangmyeong Cave out there as well.
Yep, that's been in some dramas as well. They've got a nice restaurant at the back of that cave, right?
And there is one experience that I honestly check every year. And like some years it's on, some years they suspend it and they bring it back. And that would be the wine train that goes out to the East Coast.
Oh, yes. We have mentioned this on the show before. And I think you get some free wine tasting as well.
You do. So what happens on this particular one is you're in two different cars. One is like the whole wine dining experience. And the other is a movie experience.
Oh, nice.
And then so you can have wine both ways. But one of them... you go out and you choose, let's say like you and I would, I don't know if we get to choose or not, they just put you in one of them. So you get to taste the wine, have some cheese or hors d'oeuvres on it, and then you get to the winery. Winery, that's the word, right? There it is, the word.
For sure.
You get to the winery and then you get to go do the tour, explore it, taste testing, and then come back and watch the movie on the way back, or vice versa. So that's another little adventure.
I would love to do that train as well, you're right.
The last one that I will say as the other alternative, though, let's make it more Korean.
Okay.
And this is what I did in Pocheon. And you can actually do the makgeolli wine experience out there.
Oh, makgeolli, yeah. You wouldn't think of it as red or white wine, but it's termed rice wine, isn't it?
Yeah. And what's really cool about this particular experience, we're talking about taste, right? Is during the entire process, when we were learning to do it and how to do it and getting our hand in there, we could eat whenever we wanted.
Oh,
so we would
have a little drink.
Yeah. Well, it was... at the beginning, though, it's non-alcoholic. Because it's just kind of like the rice mushed together. And you add the yeast and everything with it. And so you're just kind of tasting it. And then you take some of the excess that doesn't become the makgeolli and you can make it into like a fried jeon, almost like a fried rice.
And you can eat it.
Oh, yeah. And so this particular place we went through the entire process, took it home and let it ferment. But when we were there, we also ate a whole bunch of appetizers or hors d'oeuvres that were made from the process of creating
What a good
it.
idea.
So yeah, you get to have like a full experience about it. And that is another tasting themed vacation that I thought maybe we could check out while we're on this trip.
Because wine is a fairly modern, fashionable, trendy thing to drink in Korea when we're talking about red and white wine. And it's only, in the past like 10 years, 10 years, got quite affordable now.
They've started adding those like 3,000 wine bars, places.
Yeah, so you can go out and you can just have Western wine in that sense, right?
$2.50 and you have your own wine.
There you go. But traditionally, Korean rice wine, the makgeolli, very different to Japanese. I prefer Korean way more.
I love the experiences we just offered. I think I might just switch my mind on this one. I'm going to say, if you're going for taste, let's make it the makgeolli one. That's my number one. Number two is the wine adventure.
Yeah, I wonder what it would be like to have a foot spa in makgeolli. It'd be creamier.
I think it'd be kind of interesting.
Because some people in Korea do wash their hair and face with the water that you get after washing rice, before you cook it. It's meant to be good for nutrients-wise.
I've never tried it.
We will do so after the show. Let's play 여자친구 now. G-Friends, Hear the Wind Sing 바람의 노래. We're back for part 3 of What's Up Weekend, going on a 5 senses tour. We've done sight, we've done the audio, and we've done the taste. I think we're now on to the 2 most difficult, or that you wouldn't maybe think about when you're going on holiday: touch and smell.
Well, like, you would think of a few different things. Like, for example, you would think of flowers with smell, but we're going to try and make it a little different.
Yeah,
not
flowers
just smell.
is stereotypical, I suppose.
And touch, though, touch was a hard one to come up with.
Yeah, when I go on holiday, do I consider how it's going to feel like touch-wise? I don't know.
You know, I came up with a couple of ideas that we could do for those tactile vacations as well. Also, though, one of them, now that I think about it, a lot of smell involved. I think you might know.
Oh, what are we talking about?
It's what we talked about in the break. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. The tactile theme.
Okay.
And I'm going to divide this into 2 little areas here. And the first one is what we just talked about off air.
Uh-huh.
And I think we got to talk about the petting zoos in Korea.
So you're talking about the smell of the animals.
Yeah, then I realized, because my first thought is a petting zoo, and you do... But, like, if you've ever been to a farm, like, my mom grew up on farms, so we always would go to farms.
Sure.
And the first thing you notice, I guess, is the smell.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Can be quite overwhelming.
But I was thinking more of the petting zoo aspect of it. Like, the Ansung farmland is one of them that you can go out there and, you know, pet all the animals as well.
Yeah, we talked about that on the show. And there are lots of other little farms that will do their own experiences.
Right.
If you find them online, there's loads in the countryside. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's a great experience you can have, not just in Korea, but all over the world. But in Korea, there's a couple of cool spots you can check out.
If you were to say touch to me, my more refined side would yearn for a massage, like a spa weekend.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, because I'm too cheap with my money.
No, I just really want to go because I haven't been for so long. And they have these luxury hotels in Seoul where you can get it done, but we also have just cheaper massage places all over Seoul and the country.
I've done one a while back. I believe it was in Pyeongchang. It was one of the ski resorts.
Oh, nice.
And we had like the full, I think it was an hour-long experience where...
So good.
I think I was buried in dirt at some point.
Amazing.
I loved it. It was so cool.
Yeah, I just like people kind of touching my body and caressing the parts that ache the most and then squeezing them really tight. Yeah.
I like even some of the parts that are less tactile, where they just like put a little stone on your back.
Okay.
I'm just like, that feels good too. I can take it.
Yeah, because we've got the whole pressure point system here taken from Oriental medicine. And if you go to those traditional people, they'll find these points that really do hurt.
Yeah.
And in fact, in Korea, just a side note for the culture, do you get your hair cut at a salon rather than a barber?
Which one's the more expensive one?
Salon.
I do.
So do you get the chiap on your head, the pressure point, like when they're washing it? That's amazing.
I mean, it's almost worth the extra money.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
that's what I'm paying for.
Like, I've tried it in my own shower. Like, I'm just like rubbing my hair. I'm like, this doesn't feel the same.
No,
What's
someone
happening?
else has to do it.
Yeah.
If it's your hands, you can't cheat yourself. That's what I would have thought about anyway.
I'm actually going right after the show. I got an appointment set up.
Get it all massage your scalp.
Yeah.
But we're not going to the petting zoo or a massage place. This is a creative choice.
I think this is one, I read about. I wish I could say this was my idea from the start, but when I was doing the research to find it, this is what we came across as and as soon as I heard it, I'm like, this is great. And that is going to a wind power plant in Gangwon-do, the Taebaek mountain range.
A wind power plant.
Wait for it, in Maebong-san. But when you think about it, you're like, oh, isn't that visual? You see kind of all the turbines, but no, because when you think about it, you get up there, you're in the mountains, and you get the warm summer breeze.
Oh, the wind itself is the touch aspect.
The wind is the touch aspect of it all.
Oh, that's interesting. So wait, you can visit a wind power plant. I've never got that close to them. Apart from Jeju, when you're driving, sometimes you get fairly close to them,
So
right?
2 really cool things you can do in that Gangwon-do area, right around this area, is you have the wind power plant area, and a lot of people go there to take pictures. To be honest, it's kind of a visually attractive place as well. But also that's where like sheep are. There's like a sheep farm that's really popular out there as well.
There's a big one at Yangyang, isn't there?
Yeah, out on that side. So those 2 activities are sort of the underrated ones that everyone knows about. Like even you knew it right away. Like, oh, the sheep. We've heard about it. We've heard about it. We've heard about it.
I think as well.
Yeah. But when you go out there, it's called like the Hill of the Wind. You go out there and enjoy kind of the nice wind on the grass, walking around, doing a little hike. They're rolling hills. It's not really a mountain area once you park. So you can enjoy that. The greenery, the wind, I mean, you can usually touch the grass against your feet if you take your shoes off.
That
I used to
sounds-
do that growing up. Do you ever used to like just run around in the grass?
Yeah, before we got worried about so many different things, we used to go barefoot everywhere.
Well, because grass itself, right, is really sharp. So if you fall in the grass with your hands, you get all
Yeah.
these like mini scrapes.
Yeah.
But your feet are strong, so like you can just walk around in the grass
Tougher
and enjoy
skin.
that as well.
What a good idea to enjoy a wind power plant and the breeze on your skin. I do recall, we were talking about Kojido earlier, when I went down there in the summertime, there's an island, I think off of that coast called Wedo.
Yep.
And that was super windy when I went.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right, when wind is quite strong, that feeling, the tactile aspect of it is really quite impactful.
I love it. Even when riding a bike sometimes.
yeah.
And then you go into the wind and when you come back, you have it.
On your back, pushing you. Oh, that's a nice feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, so we made it tactile. The wind is tactile.
All
Don't
right,
forget it.
How are we going to make it smelly for our final sense?
All right, so I was thinking of a couple of different ideas. One of them that it's not going to be my final answer was the Goyang International Flower Festival they have every May.
Okay.
And that's always really
perfect.
pretty, and that's scent
I have
related.
pollen allergies, so I'm going to have to pass on
You can
that.
pass on. Well, then let's do something that you can do. How about that?
What about, I saw in Jongno, I think it is, a poo museum / kids cafe.
I really hope it doesn't smell like that.
I don't think it does.
No,
yeah.
it
I've
better
seen
not.
the videos and no one is talking about the smell. It's just poo theme. Like the main character is a big poo. And in Korea, like for kids, there's a lot of books, like kids' books related
Yeah.
to going to the toilet. It's a weird cultural thing.
I love how poop is like normalized here.
Yes.
Not like in America, it's like ew, gross. Like of course it is,
Yeah.
but like they have that like the bread with the
poo
chocolate.
bread.
Yeah, it's so good.
It does. Once you get over the visual aspect of it, yeah.
No, the visuals, the cartoon character is just a pile of it.
Yes.
So, but like the actual visual of the bread and the chocolate's delicious. But we are not talking about poo.
Okay, for the final smell then.
For the final smell, there is in Danyang, which is again a beautiful place
Bamboo,
to go.
right?
That's Damyang.
Oh,
We're
I
going
see.
to Danyang. I got this mistake when I
Don't
went.
get confused.
I got lost the first time. I went to Damyang accidentally, and that was also a great trip.
Okay.
Went to Danyang to do the, I guess not hang gliding, but the paragliding.
Oh, wow.
From the top of the mountain. Beautiful place.
More wind.
Yeah, absolutely more wind. But while you're there, there's actually a very cool used bookstore in this area. It has about 120,000 books. And the reason this is really visited by a lot of people, it's not just the visual for the upload on social media. It's got that real strong smell of old books.
Oh,
so if you go to the Seihan bookstore in
Okay.
Danyang, North Chungcheong province, that's where you're going to want to go. Over 120,000 books.
And this is not like in a city or anything,
It's
right?
actually hidden in a forest out there. It's kind of tucked away in the forest. So it's a really cool spot to go into. It's in the mountains. There was a movie called Inside Men that was filmed there. And
I think
so
that's Nebujadul, if I'm not mistaken. I watched that. Is that an actual bookstore in the mountain? I didn't know that.
yeah.
That's amazing.
So you got to go check it out. And it's right next to a lake as well. So it's a lot you can do.
One interesting smell to pick, the smell of old books, because there is that certain scent to an old book, isn't there?
There's an old book smell. There's even a new book smell when you compare it to just
Yeah.
kind of these pads that you have to read from. Like, I'm not a fan. I use books. I like the touch and the smell of books.
Yeah, I was in the used bookstore in Gangnam the other day picking out kids' books for about an hour and a half.
Just smelling the books.
I will admit I wasn't just smelling the books, but yeah, the scent does add to the experience.
It does.
100%. Alex, thanks for satisfying all our five senses. You do that every week
Hey.
to me here in the studio.
I
will
would hope
say.
it's not that poo smell.
No, it's not. It's your lovely scent. We're going to see you again next week for a different What's Up Weekend theme.
All right. See you and everyone next week. Bye.
All right, let's play some Taeyang. Perfect song. Eyes, nose, lips, nun ko ip.